As Sheikh Yasser mentioned, we are just honored to have him here, to have the governor here today, as well as our interfaith guests in the back. The governor has, and we've had a relationship now for some time, and the visit today is really deepening that relationship. As you may recall, Governor asked Sheikh Yasser to give the invocation at his 2015 State of the Commonwealth. This was the first time a Muslim gave that invocation. Since then, they've had a number of calls, meetings. We were all together, and particularly Sheikh Yasser and the governor, at the vigil, the Tree of Life vigil, when Sheikh Yasser and our community, as well as a number of the interfaith community, spoke so deeply, movingly in support of our Jewish brothers and sisters, as did the governor. And as many of you know, I've been honored to serve on the Hate Crimes Task Force with the governor, as well as we've worked on the issue of hate in the Commonwealth. And we hope that this visit continues to deepen this relationship, and we as a community continue to work with the governor around a whole host of issues facing our community and the whole Commonwealth. So with that, with Sheikh Yasser's permission, I invite the governor to please address our community.
Thank you, Yusufi. Salam. How'd I do? So, Yusufi mentioned the Tree of Life vigil that took place at Boston Common last fall. I spoke first. I was brief. Many people followed because there was tremendous outpouring of support for the folks in Pittsburgh and for the Jewish community around the world. Sheikh Yasser spoke almost last, literally after 15 or 20 people had already spoken. And he spoke with such beauty and such power about faith and love and community that after he was done and the ceremony was over, I said, you know, I'd really like to have you come visit me in my office. And he's a hard guy to get to, and it took a while to get him on the calendar. But eventually we had a chance to meet, and he asked me to come visit with you. And I said I would be honored and pleased to do that. Now, I get asked all the time what the best part of this job I have is. And I always say the same thing, which is this job gets me way outside my traditional circle of friends and family and coworkers and neighbors. It gives me an opportunity to get to know the Commonwealth of Mass and the people who live here in a way I would never be able to do under almost any other circumstance. And I thought a lot about that as I listened to you speak today. The discovery and the possibility that comes from being able to travel Massachusetts as somebody who most people know and who therefore treat me with an extreme amount of informality, even though we've never met, and will talk to me about all sorts of things that they would normally not tell a stranger, has given me a chance to walk in the shoes of so many different people whose life experiences, whose professional experiences, and whose experiences generally are so much different than mine. And it's a blessing. Because while everybody doesn't agree about everything all the time, if you pay attention, which I try to, you discover there's so much more that unites people than divides them. Everybody wants to be part of a thriving community. Everybody wants to be part of a family. Everybody knows they have flaws that they need to work on. And people accept the fact that they need to persevere to be better. And the vast majority of the people that I talk to in communities of faith, and I've probably been in and out of 2 or 3 dozen houses of worship over the course of the last few years, the languages are different, the stories are different, but the meaning is the same. Everybody's trying to get to the same place. The paths are different. But the goal, this desire to be better than you were yesterday, to be a better person, to serve, to grow. I hear it everywhere I go. And I would just close with this. This Commonwealth we live in, this Commonwealth of Massachusetts, it's not a Commonwealth by accident. It's a Commonwealth because the people who created it wanted it to be communal. Wanted people from a whole bunch of different walks of life with different experiences and different faiths to be able to share each other's stories and each other's ideas and to be able to grow from that opportunity to share. You know, my mom, God rest her soul, she was a Democrat. My dad's a Republican. They didn't agree about anything ever. I don't think they ever voted for the same person. But the biggest lesson I got from them was how much I learned from listening to them talk to each other, to have a conversation where 2 people with very different points of view would work their way through almost anything. And I learned that if I only talked all the time to people who agreed with me all the time about everything, I would never get any smarter than I was the day before. And one of the great opportunities a Commonwealth gives us, a Commonwealth of multiple faiths, people from different countries, people who have different life and professional experiences, one of the things that gives us is a chance to learn and to grow and to hopefully benefit from the experiences, the different experiences that we all have, and the possibility to share what we've learned from those different experiences. And that's a big part of why I wanted to be here today, and it's why I'm so honored that you all gave me a chance to spend a few minutes worshiping with you. And thank you very much, and God bless.
Thank you so much, Governor Baker, for those beautiful words. I think Sheikh Yasser taught on living prophetically, and I think the governor was listening for sure and did some more teaching of his own in his comments. So we're delighted to have you today, and may God bless you and bless the whole Commonwealth. And we look forward to working together with you and more visits in the future.